All right, what in the hell was that?
Throw in here, quick throw near side, good adjustment and a catch by Goddard, who runs over his man, still on his feet, and he scores! What a play by Dallas Goddard!
My cheeseheads, my football fans, welcome back to the Kenny C Show. I am Kenny C, here to voice my disdain and give you guys my thoughts on the Packers' abysmal 22-10 wildcard loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. Subscribe to the channel because this stuff comes all 365. We talk any and all sports on this platform, predominantly during football season. I'm obviously talking football. Stay tuned for my divisional picks. For those of you that are not Green Bay Packers fans, I do produce other NFL content and it will be coming this week, so stay tuned for that. But my Packers fans, what the hell was that? Jordan Love did not look good by any stretch of the imagination, especially in that first half. And Green Bay got out-muscled because this was a physical game. This was an extremely physical game in which we saw injuries from both teams, and the Packers suffering the most of it throughout this game. This was hard fought. This was fight for every single inch, every single yard. But let me say this. Let me put this out there as a disclaimer, because I normally will not blame the officiating. I will not blame the officiating for the entirety of how a team performs throughout a game. But I will, however, blame the officiating for the start of this game, altering the trajectory of how this game was going to go by not only missing a clear as day call on Oren Burks on the opening kickoff for helmet to helmet against Keyshawn Nixon. Should have been 15 yards for the Packers, and it should have been Packers ball. If you saw the aerial cam, you saw that Nixon had clear possession. Come at me in the comments, because I'm just telling you what I saw and what everybody else saw. That was a missed call, and it only took the Eagles, what, 2 plays from the Packers' 28-yard line to punch it in. Now, look, that's a blemish on the Packers' defensive front for getting zero pressure on Jalen Hurts, because if you saw that play, he had all the time in the world, and then he connects with Jahan Dotson for the touchdown. But then the way that the Packers respond, you punt the football, you get a stop, you punt the football again. Love throws a pick to Darius Slay looking for Wicks down the sideline. Just a great play by Big Play Slay. Brandon McManus with the missed field goal. And then Love caps off the end of the first half. Instead of marching down the field to get points, at least 3, he throws a pick to Zach Bond. He had a horrific first half, 70 yards, zero touchdowns, 2 picks. He had 0 completions, 10-plus yards downfield. And maybe this is a condemnation on the Packers receivers as well for not being able to get open. Again, they were missing Christian Watson in this game. He is their big play, explosive receiver. But at the end of the day, it's on Jordan Love, because you are the leader of this offense and you got nothing going. You can't even blame LaFleur for the play call style. Josh Jacobs couldn't really get going early on, but in the end, Josh Jacobs was the only guy on the field that really looked like he wanted this game. He finished with 18 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown, that monstrous run that he had in the fourth. He finished second most receiving yards in this game for the Packers, 40 yards. That's a problem. So maybe use that $25 to $30 million that you can have in cap space. And if you restructure Love, Gary, Jair, Jenkins, and Xavier McKinney's deals, you can get up to $50 million in space. But the Packers need to be spenders in this free agency. You need to shore up the pass rush. You need to get another receiver. Maybe you go out and get a T. Higgins or Chris Godwin, but you got to make moves. You got to make moves. You can get Milton Williams, defensive tackle for the Eagles. In terms of pass rush win rate, he was 5th out of all D tackles. So the Packers can do some shopping in free agency and go out and get another impact player for that D line. You got to address the secondary again, because with Carrington Valentine and Keyshawn Nixon and Eric Stokes with no Jair, did not look good. The Packers defense, I thought, held their own overall, though, and kept Green Bay in the game. But like we've seen time and time again, against the good football teams, the Packers fall into holes that they try to climb out of too late into games. 10-0 at the half. They trailed by 16-3 at one point or another. Love was clearly discombobulated. The offensive line was out of whack because Elton Jenkins got hurt. And then Travis Glover, the 6th-round rookie out of Georgia State, did not do good. Telford definitely did better when he came in than Glover, but that was still rough. Josh Myers goes down. Thank God it wasn't a serious injury after all. But they were banged up. Defensively, they lost Quay Walker and Devontae Wyatt. You lost Romeo Dobbs and Jaden Reed in this game. This was just a brutal game for Green Bay to try to pull out. And the Eagles were clearly the better team. They're the best defense in the league, if you ask me. And Green Bay just didn't have it. You weren't even supposed to be here. You were a 7 seed. You were an add-on because the league wants to make more money, so they add another wild card team to the mix. Green Bay wasn't even supposed to be in this dance, but you thought maybe perhaps they could go out there and punch the Eagles in the mouth like they did to Dallas last year and like they almost did to the 49ers in that divisional game. But look, this is nothing to panic about, guys. All the people out there saying Jordan Love sucks and $55 million for this guy, pump the brakes. Because Brett Favre in his second year had 19 touchdowns to 24 picks. Aaron Rodgers in his third year as the starter won the Super Bowl. So let's chill out here. This is a very good team. This is the youngest team in the league. Jeff Hafley, with the improvements that he brought to this Packers defense, has been phenomenal. Matt LaFleur is still one of the best young coaches in this league. So let's relax a bit, all right? Mark Murphy, he retires. We knew this since June. Now we have Ed Policy stepping in. He spent 12 years with the organization. He was the chief officer and general counsel since 2018 for the Packers. So this guy could do some big things for the Packers. Let's see what him and Gutekunst can chef up, or Gutekunst primarily, in this draft upcoming. Packers will have the 23rd overall pick. They have some needs that they need to address. But let's chill out. Let's not go after Jordan Love because of one playoff loss. It's his second season as the starter. Let's relax. This is a great young team that the Packers have that is only going to get better as we move forward. Go Pack, go. Give me your comments in the comment section below and have a little faith, people. Stay tuned for the divisional picks because they are coming this week.